welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be making cauliflower mac and cheese. It's really cauliflower and cheese, but it's a keto version for macaroni and cheese. And I love macaroni and cheese, but obviously with doing keto or low carb, you can't eat that. So I found a way to make cauliflower taste a lot like mac and cheese. So I have my glass of wine, I have things prepped, so I'm going to show you guys how I do it, my version. And believe me, you can do it other ways. You can add different cheeses, you could add, I'm using heavy whipping cream, you could use whole milk if you choose not to use the whole whipping cream. There's lots of variations you could do. If you have any questions at all, you can send me a message in the description box, or you can follow me over on Instagram at treasuresbytina28 and just DM me there and I can fill you in, or any questions you can always ask. As always, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications button and all those good buttons down there so that we can stay connected and we can become friends, share each other's YouTube channels, or if you're just a subscriber, you can chime in, you can let me know how you're doing, and I love meeting all of you. So grab your glass of wine, soda, Manhattan, whatever your drink of choice is, and let's get keto cooking. Okay, so first I'm going to tell you all the ingredients. This is about 1.5 heads of whole cauliflower, and I broke them out into florets. You could use the frozen one if you wanted to, but I prefer the fresh. We have garlic powder, black pepper, salt, paprika, and chili powder. So this does have a little bit of a kick to it with the chili powder, but you could always eliminate that if you don't like it and just use these. We have cream cheese, and we're going to start out by using half of it, and then we'll see how it goes. We might add a little bit more. We have 2 tablespoons of butter, Parmesan cheese. We have a container of heavy whipping cream. My cheeses I'm going to use are pepper jack and cheddar, but again, you could use Swiss and cheddar, you could use cheddar and mozzarella, whatever you guys like. And then we have some fresh parsley. So the first thing we're going to do is I already have the water boiling, and we're going to add our cauliflower to it for about 8 minutes. We just want it to get a little bit soft. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, so we are going to, we're going to put this all in the water first. You try to put it in a little bit careful so that obviously you don't get burned. There we go. So we are going to let that boil for about 8 minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and get the rest of our things ready. So I'll see you back in 8 minutes. So this is what you want after about 8 minutes. It's cooked, but not all the way through, so it's not soggy or mushy or anything like that. You still want it to be kind of on the al dente side, and now we're going to go drain it. And there we go. Let's put that. So now, while it's draining, we are going to pour the milk in, and we need about 3/4 cup, but I'm going to use heavy cream. Okay, so we put our same pot that our cauliflower was in back on the stove. We're going to use the same pot because it's already hot and it's ready to go. So we are going to add in the milk, actually the heavy cream that we used for the cauliflower. So we're gonna pour in the heavy cream. And it's really hot, so be careful. So we're gonna pour that in, and then we're gonna add the cream cheese, and we're gonna whisk it in. So this is about 3 ounces of cream cheese. And we're just gonna whisk until it all melts all the way through. Okay, so now our mixture is all mixed together with the cream cheese and the heavy whipping cream. And you have to keep stirring because you don't want anything to curdle. We're gonna add in slowly our 4 cups of cheese. So I put it in a bowl to make it a little bit easier. And we're just gonna put in a little bit at a time. And we're just gonna mix it in. And it melts in just so easy. And if you find that it's a little bit thick or a little too heavy, you can always add in a little bit more whipping cream, and that will just thin it out just a little bit. Now we're gonna mix the rest. And I think it is a little bit thick, so I am gonna add in just a touch more of the whipping cream. And you just stir it to mix it. Okay, so now everything is really starting to melt and come together. So what we're going to do is we're just going to give it a whisk or two more. And then we're going to take our cauliflower and we're going to put it back in the bowl, and we're going to mix it all together. So here is our cauliflower that we already pre-boiled. I'm going to put that all in there. There we go. And then we're going to mix it so everything is coated. And like I said, you could use any cheese if you wanted to. I don't think Velveeta is keto friendly, but surely it's an option if you guys aren't ketoing. Whoops. Isn't that funny? I just lost one way over there. I'll just pop him back there. Probably should use a steel spoon, but anyway. So now we're going to take it and we're going to put it in our greased 9x13 baking dish. So let's get that in there. Pour that all in there. And you can just see all the cheese. Just kind of smooth it all out. So if you're a cheese lover and you don't want to eat pasta, I think this is totally the recipe for you. Okay, so now we're going to add our spices. So we're going to put in some salt. And we're going to put in some pepper. And we're going to put in a little bit of garlic powder. And you guys could put in as much or as little, or skip a spice or add your own spice, whatever you want to do. I'm going to put in a little bit of chili powder. And we're also going to cut, I don't know if you can see, but we're going to cut some fresh parsley. And we're going to put that on it as well. So now what I usually do is just throw a little bit on it for right now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our same bowl And then we're gonna add the 2 tablespoons of butter. It's a little bit melted. And we're gonna add a couple handfuls of Parmesan cheese. And we're gonna mix that all up. And so this will give it a little bit of a crust without using breadcrumbs. So now what I do is take this mixture, and I do use my hands, and I just sprinkle it across the top. And this is going to give us our crust without using any type of breadcrumbs. You could use pork rinds if you wanted to, or pork rind panko. I get that off of Amazon sometimes, but I pretty much just like the Parmesan cheese, truthfully. It gives you the same flavor. So now we have all that. Let's dry off my hands. Move that up so you can see it a little better. Now we're going to take our paprika and we're going to put some on the top. And I do like paprika. If you don't like it, you don't have to use it. But I really like it. And then I just take a little bit more of the parsley, put it on the top. And then I do take a little bit more of the Parmesan cheese, give it a little sprinkle. And then I take a little bit more of the pepper jack cheese too. And just put a little bit across the top. And you know what? I think just because I'm going to put a little bit more of the cheddar cheese on it as well. Let you guys take a look at it. So this is before it goes in the oven. This is cauliflower, the different cheeses, heavy cream, spices, the pepper, salt, garlic, chili powder, and paprika. The topping is 2 tablespoons of butter melted with Parmesan cheese. Put that all over it, put paprika on the top, and then a little bit more parsley because I really like parsley. And you could make this different ways too. If you wanted to put some cooked chicken in there or some cooked ham in there, you could definitely do that and turn this into a casserole so easily. But now we're gonna pop it in a 375 oven for about 20 minutes and I'll be back to show you the finished result. Okay guys, so it's been 20 minutes and this is our baked mac and cheese with a substitute for cauliflower for the macaroni. It looks absolutely delicious and it smells just like macaroni and cheese. You wouldn't even know the difference until you bit into it, I think. But I'm gonna go ahead and let it rest for a couple minutes and then put some on a plate and I will show you guys it plated. Okay guys, so this is our finished product. We have our cauliflower mac and cheese. Doesn't it look just heavenly? And it really is. It tastes just like macaroni and cheese. And I just made some thin chicken breasts with a little bit of like an Alfredo sauce that I made with mushrooms and parsley. If you'd like that recipe, just let me know and I'm happy to share that as well. So that's it guys for today's keto recipe. Thank you for joining me in my kitchen. Don't forget to manja. And any other questions or suggestions that you would like to see me make, just drop me a line and let me know. Don't forget to follow me over on Instagram at treasuresbytina28 as well. And I'll see you next time. Bye guys.